You know, people, once again, breeding is all you doing is poo-poo cleaning day and night. The lonely stoner seems a stoner. That's how tired I am. You know, I'm gonna tell you something, guys. I was on a live earlier on TikTok, and I put a staple through my hand. I was so tired, I didn't staple myself. So, how soon, or this is the question I think you're getting, when does Ego get to meet his pups? I'd ask the question, why? Why does he need to meet his dogs? You guys actually study dog and animal behavior? I gotta do a little bit more cleaning. Because these dogs, boy, I tell you, if it ain't one thing, it's another thing, there's always some more things. But if you study animals, what actually, outside of contributing the semen, do, oh, now that's righteous. That'll hit you in the throat. You step up in there, that's gonna hit you in the throat. When you think about it, in your mind, you're just gonna be like, oh, Ego's gonna love, he's gonna love him. His little joker just pooped on my thing. He's gonna love him so much. We just wanna see him and the puppy interact. Ego don't like no whining dogs. He don't want no dogs in his face. When he's focused on something, he could care less. He's not gonna be like, hey buddy, walk with me, let's go. Let's have a father and son moment. He do not care. Mothers, just like in the wild, do a lot of the cultivating, the developing of the cubs and wolves. The males, especially if there's another male come through, he'll kill everything. Just so he can make sure his offspring lives forever. That's rule one. When you infiltrate a new environment, you got to be out with the old and in with the new. So, let's talk about the things that you need to be mindful of, especially if you have a boy dog that's not that nice. Ego's nice. He's fine around puppies. He would be fine around these puppies. I gave them a reference the other day to Marcus and the guys about the Lion King. What happened when Scar killed Mufasa? He told Simba to run, right? Run. Because he got to get him out. And then what did all the female lions do? They didn't even stand up against him. They hung out for years. Hey, man. They hung out for a good while. And did all the hunting. And what did they do? Then they complained because there was no more food. When a new lion come in, we gonna wipe everything out. Then he gonna send the other one over. He gonna have to put him to rest. But the women, a lot of times, they do all the work in many things. Matter of fact, there's a Discovery Channel documentary, and it's basically on Disney Plus. And the guy basically follows these wolves around. And in real time, the wolf mother, she's the leader of the pack. She leads the hunt. She then gets them, boom. And she sits there and guards their food until the pups get to eat. And nobody even challenges her. They mind their business. I mean, she has to get up. She'll drop a deep growl, and they will walk off. They're like, all right, we don't want no smoke. Let them pup. And when the pups are done eating, guess what? AKA the wolves, then everybody else gets to come eat. In your mind, you think that males have the largest impact, but as I've said before, it took these dogs almost a week. They're a week behind these dogs mentally as far as development is concerned. They're just now getting to a place where they're climbing over and living over on this side. So guess what I'm going to do today? For their, 8th or 9th meat feeding time, I'm going to put the pail back over here and see if they climb the hill to go over there and use the bathroom or to eat. Mind you, I've already watched them go over there and use the bathroom a little. They won't use the bathroom here. Zara's pups figured out in basically 24 hours, if not 48, where to use the bathroom. And so much so that I put it over here to see if they use the bathroom. And they're using the bathroom here and here. So I'm testing our product in this particular space and then studying, is it the alfalfa? Is it location? Is it, the potty training of what they are familiar with per se? There's a lot of questions I'm asking and answering in real time by flip-flopping and mixing and matching things up. Then I'm going to, let me see, Sunday, I'll remove this one and put it here and put that one back there and see if the bathroom time goes up. Alfalfa pellets, literally just grass, is one of our training tactics. It's one of the things that if it gets hot, more bugs. That's horse food. That grass brings more bugs on top of the doo-doo. Hey, man. On top of the doo-doo. So you're like 2 for 2 when you're dealing with this particular problem. So here's some food for thought. When you have a male, if I brought this pup out there right now, say he's 8 weeks old, he'd want to jump on Ego. If I have the rope, Ego could care less. Czar could care less. These dogs do a very good job. They're not in the wild. They're not... I saw something in there where when the wolves shed, they start training the cubs and baby wolves start learning how to even hunt and do various things by like a mom's fur ball. Like, it is crazy what they do when it comes to like real wolves. These dogs they not them. Y'all want them to be, but the Canis lupus familiars is, I think how you said it, I could be saying it wrong. It's just a relative. It's like a cousin. And then the wolves be like, man, what y'all over there doing, man? Y'all couldn't survive out in these streets. Oh, we got one. I think that's a female because she's a double whopper with cheese. So she's using the bathroom finally on this doggone thing. You see, that's exciting, but guess what? You also don't reward her. Like, what are you going to tell her? Uh-oh, don't do that. Don't do that. Oh, no. Oh, no. Well, we know what type of life she about. Look, we're going to clean that up. We're going to clean that up, people. I normally wait till a little bit, get a little bit more full, but if she's going to be a doo-doo chaser, then we got to clean that up. I lost my train of thought. Girl, you didn't have to do that. You didn't have to do that. Development of the dogs and the pups. The real wolves to the dogs are two different animals. One of my things is both better combining both the human touch with the animalistic, aka the instinct of the dog, meaning I want to bring out both. I want to bring out the dog's intelligence, its ability to function independently, separately, but cohesively in an environment that I basically create. And that's going to take a lot of work. Why doesn't Ego meet his pups? Because he could care less. Now, at some point, you're going to see a video. He's going to come in here. It's about 6 weeks. He's going to come over by the cage. 2 reasons. He'll lay down by the cage, and your mind will be, oh, so cute. Look at him looking at the puppies. He wants to be by his children. He could care less, just so we're clear. He's just nosy, and he's interested in what they're doing, so he might come over. He said, y'all got some food over there. Let me get over there. He does not care like that, but in your mind, he about that life. Not so at all. So for now, stay tuned, take care of your dogs. I keep getting the question, when does Ego meet the pups? Ego don't care about these pups, that's the truth. And just to be clear, the impact and influence of Ego on a litter is non-existent. Now, we know how to train the dog, so you'll see an idea, be it he's healthy and capable of living up to the idea of Ego. But here is when you start seeing it. These dogs are already walking upstairs. These dogs are already being potty trained. These dogs are going over a 14-inch hill. These dogs are already doing some stuff, and they're not even cognitively aware of what's going on. Cognitive, I've shown in other videos and on my other card. I'm walking in right now with food and nobody's jumping. If you saw the old feeding time videos, they're going to be week 5 and week 6 where they start, the nose sense start picking up. The eyes start picking up. They start becoming very aware. When I did like this back in the day, those pups are like this because they knew what time it was. And guess what else I'm doing? I'm changing up the times. So nobody gets accustomed to what time I'm bringing the food in, just so I can make sure I'm clear about, hey, are they cognitively aware? Ego had no influence on these dogs outside of the color. We, as owners, are the most influential things our dogs will ever have. And it's our job to bring the best out of our dogs. It is our hope that the dogs turn out as good as maybe the dogs that we bred. But I was betting on Zara, and her dogs have proven that. The way that the DNA sheds itself at the mitochondria and the information that the mom passes along epigenetically is key. And I've proven that now 3 times. Ego's as good as he is because of his mother. Bam Bam and Cha Cha are as good as they are because of their mother. You guys who are Baloo fans, Baloo cannot do anything. He will not do anything. It is not who he is. They're as good as their mother. These dogs over here will be that good because of their mother. Not their father. Their mother. Point blank, that's it, that's all. Stay tuned, take care of your dogs. And if you got questions, as always, sometimes they read the comments. Thank you guys for being supportive. My job is to continue to highlight things that we could all do better. Remember, the value of your program is based and rooted in a great female. These things, you know, they'll say it like this: bitches matter. They do more than you know. I've always believed in a strong female, and having a strong female, a female that can do anything, because if you study the wild, they do everything. A lot of times the men come in and regulate. It was a study done with elephants. Them old grandpas came back in and calmed them teenage elephants down. We got more to show you and a lot more work to do. So in the next 20 years, maybe you guys will get it.